Good morning guys. Today's video is all about morning routines. I've divided the video into 5 different chapters. I have mentioned the timestamps below as well, so feel free to skip to the part that excites you the most. The first chapter is all about why successful people have morning routines and how you can implement one your own as well. I'll also be talking about the morning routine checklist that I've created for you, which you can use to implement a daily ritual that you love. From the second chapter onwards, I show you my morning routine, which includes my skincare, meditation, how I prepare my breakfast, and so on. And finally, I wrap up the video by showing you the books that inspired every single ritual that you see implemented in my morning routine. I hope you enjoyed this video. Without any further ado, let's get started. Just hits all the right spots. If you're new to my channel and you don't know anything about me, I'm Tanya Stanley, single mom of my daughter Tiara. So what exactly is a morning routine? It's a daily ritual of say 3 to 7 steps that's performed between 30 to 60 minutes that you do on a daily basis. By the way, if you are someone who don't have a morning routine yet, or you want to get a little bit more creative with your morning routine and track it, then I have created a morning routine checklist, which is editable PDF. You can download it by clicking the link in the description below. The truth is you cannot build anything on shaky foundations, which is why it's so important that you have a good routine in the morning, which would set the tone for the rest of your day. University of Toronto research has found that small daily habits every single day can unleash creativity. Because think about it, if you wake up in a bad mood, then it makes it all the more difficult for you to solve any problems that will happen the rest of the day, right? Even famous people always talk about their morning routines. For example, Starbucks CEO Howard, he would always wake up at 4:30 in the morning, walk his dog, go and do his exercise, and then have his coffee. That is what his morning routine consists of. CEO of Virgin Megastore, Richard Branson, and even Barack Obama, the former president of the United States of America, they also stress about morning routines. Both of them work out in the mornings before they have their breakfast. If having a morning routine terrifies you, then don't be scared. Start by taking, let's say, 3 to 4 smaller, tiny habits, such as making the bed in the morning, yoga session, 5 minutes, just sit on your bed and do a 5-minute meditation session. Just concentrate on your breath, then make coffee. There are so many different things that can be done. Choose 3 to 7 of those and then try to do it every single day. Track it. Use the same morning routine checklist, whose link is mentioned in the description. Download the PDF, take a printout, and then track those habits as well.
My skincare is very simple. Instead of washing my face off of the essential oils, I just use a cleansing milk and massage it onto my face for 2 to 3 minutes. I take special care to massage around my eyes to increase blood circulation and reduce dark circles. I then wrap it up with a sunscreen. Anything over an SPF 40 works perfectly fine.
I never did meditation in the morning, but these days after I do those 10 minutes of meditation where I just concentrate on my breaths, I observe every single thing that happens that I see outside, which is the birds, the sound of the birds tweeting, the sunlight through the leaves, how the color of the leaves change, how the air feels against my skin, the smell of the flowers and the plants around me. I concentrate on all of these things. So now it's time for some breakfast. Typically what I would do is I would first check my calendar to see if I have a lot of meetings or if I have a lot of stuff to do. If I do, then for sure I would have a really protein rich breakfast, like eggs and mortadella and cheese and then veggies with it, right? Capsicum, spinach, mushrooms, broccoli. So these are the kind of breakfast that I would have if I have a very busy day. If not, like today's a weekend, I would have something like a pancake and bananas and blueberries, etc. It's not the pancakes that are made out of normal flour. I would make pancakes made out of wholemeal. So this is the Jinan's flour that I use. So it's not fully flour, right? It's got wheat and stuff. It's high in fiber and high in protein, less in carbs. I wish this was sponsored. The reason why I even started having this, getting really careful about my meals, is because I started realizing that in the mornings, every time I have breakfast, I get really drowsy, lethargic, and lazy. It's like my battery got turned down. I would wake up fresh, but after breakfast, I just lose all of my energy. And I realized that, okay, definitely something was wrong. I did my whole body checkup, a blood test and all of that, and I realized that I was pre-diabetic, which means that I am at a high risk of getting diabetes if I don't control my meals properly. So then I read about, okay, how do I do that? What should I do? What are the meals that I should be eating? And I started having 800 calorie meals where it was high in protein and much lesser in carbs. I actually ended up having a lot better food. I'm going to show you the book that I use. So this is the book that I make my meals from. It's called the Fast 800 Recipe Book, Low-Carb Mediterranean Style Recipes for Intermittent Fasting and all. And it's amazing. Once I started making recipes from this book, I lost 4 kgs in 1 month. It was so easy, and I was eating a lot more meals. Like what I would do is, when it's time to have rice and meals and stuff, I would just avoid having rice. I would eat very little portions, and then I would be hungry, and then I would just go and have Lay's and some sort of junk like that. But with this, it was really, really good. What I would do is I would link notes below, like in the description, I would link the book. Click in there and buy the book. I highly recommend it. So many people from within my community asked me, oh my god, how did you lose your weight? And then I recommended the book and they all started using the same book. Now, today I don't feel like having pancakes. I'm going to be having eggs today. Come.
I know you don't mean to, but you're blocking my view. I know you got issues, but I got my shit too. I don't wanna be your therapy no more, no more. You don't wanna hear this, but it's you, it's not me. Ooh, gotta go and grab a spoon now. Ooh, make a life for myself.
Andupatti. Huh? Andupatti. Who is Mama's favorite baby?
Tia.
Yay! Who's Tia's best friend?
Mama.
Mwah. Yes, you are my best friend. I love you. I love you.
I love you. I love you.
I know you do. I know you do. Ellen, say hi to my channel.
Hi.
When I asked what video would you like me to do next and you said morning routine, I just danced in my heart because I love speaking about morning routines. Oprah Winfrey, Tim Ferriss, all of them also do their meditations in the morning. Ever since I read the book, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, one of the quotes he says is this: most humans are never fully present in the now because unconsciously they believe that the next moment must be more important than this one. But then you miss your whole life, which is never not now. And that's a revelation for some people to realize that your life is only ever now. He constantly stresses about why would you think about the past when the past is already done and over with and there's nothing that you can change about the past? Why would you stress about the future when it's not in your control? And moreover, if you think about it, every single thing that you were really scared of that would happen in the future has never happened, right? And if it does happen, there is a God-given power that you have which would help you tackle whatever it is that life is going to throw at you. Another thing that you may have noticed in the video is that I don't keep my phone next to my bed. To look at the time, I have an alarm clock next to me because I wanted to cut down on the screen time. And this is something that I started doing consciously after I read the book Digital Detox by Cal Newport. So Cal Newport's book Digital Detox talks about refraining from all electronic gadgets or screen time, etc., so that you can concentrate in the present, which is why I keep my phone for charging downstairs so that I don't wake up at 3 or 4 in the morning just to check the time and then to try to see, okay, someone messaged me on Instagram, did I get 2 extra likes on Instagram? And then spend half an hour and then 1.5 hours scrolling mindlessly through Instagram and Facebook, etc. What happens as a result of this is you don't get a good night's sleep, and when you wake up, you are not refreshed or ready to tackle the day. You're going to have a very unproductive day. Your sleep is very, very important. In the book Ikigai, they talk about the best medicine to be sunlight and a good night's rest. There are a couple of activities that Cal Newport talks about in order to do a digital detox, which I had implemented in my life as well. If you want to know how that is done, I could create a video on that next time. Let me know in the comments below. This smells so good. It's Apothecary 4.0. This is what the candle is. You may also have noticed that I have my house cleaned up the night before. The living room and the kitchen, which is the space that I spend most of my time in, would already be organized and cleaned the night before so that when I come in the morning, I would not feel overwhelmed and like everything is a mess. And this is ever since I read the book 12 Rules for Life, which is this one in here. It's by Jordan Peterson, and the 4th rule in it is set your house in perfect order before you criticize the world. Dr. Jordan Peterson is a clinical psychologist, and according to him, your physical house, how it's organized, how things are put in place, how clean it is, represents your psychological house, how your thoughts are organized. So if you're feeling stressed out and overwhelmed, it's probably because you don't have your thoughts and your priorities in place. And in order to get that fixed, the first step would be to fix your house. Now, that being said, I will see you again in the next video. Do subscribe to my channel so that you'll get notified every single time I post a new video. Have a great rest of the day. Bye. Today I did not get to have my tea in peace while making breakfast. I woke up and I think it took me longer because I was trying to shoot it as well.
It's red again.
Yeah, I know. Because I was trying to shoot it